Welcome to my vlog, The Spiritual Archer. The Spiritual Archer is based on my ebook coming out soon, Stranger on an Elevator. Stranger on the Elevator is an experience I had back in 2012, which I feel like I have to tell everyone about, this twin flame experience. Now, I found out about the word of it, twin flame, and it kind of resonated. So I mixed the twin flame with the story that I had, true story, nonfiction, ebook coming out soon, Stranger on the Elevator. In a split of a second, I met a stranger. The elevator disappeared, and we ended up in this whole new world. It was bright, and the love that was there, it was so intense and so strong. I didn't think we would survive, but somehow peace came over me. I'm not sure if the other person actually felt this way or not. I mean, it really doesn't matter, but the incident happened when I just met this person, and it was the most exciting, the most profound, I would say, experience that I ever had in my entire world. The world turned upside down. Now I know I'm not in Kansas anymore. And welcome to my Mother's Day special. Today we're going to talk about, I know I talked about this before, the twin flame and the karmic relationship. I keep hearing, I see when people get on, they talk about karmic relationship, run away, get away if it's bad. Or twin flame, oh, that doesn't exist. People talk about it all the time. Why are you talking about it, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you haven't experienced the twin flame relationship, you can't really talk about it. All you can do is judge what other people are saying, but you cannot really talk about. I mean, you can talk about anything you want. I mean, I take that back. But unless you experienced it, you will never truly know the substantial, what's the word? The substantiality behind it. And, I grew up as a Christian. And I thought, you die, you go into blackness, and that's it. That's all you get. Well, until 2012, when I met this person, I changed my mind. Like I said, I'm not in Kansas anymore, because the love, the extreme, the intensity of the love that came down was so much more than any romantic novel, any romantic song, any love connection. This was bigger than the love of two people. This was love of massive strength and power. And like I said, to the point, it could kill you if you're not careful. But I believe that there was something there that calmed our being, our human psyche, or human body, from the intensity of the love that we came across. Or I can only speak for myself, but I know he must have went through something, because the connection, we could not stop, and I had to stop. I did not want to go any further. After maybe a couple weeks, I was like, oh no, I can't do this anymore. Because my own belief systems was getting in the way of the true essence of love that came through us. I was taking it and trying to mold it in my own in my own image. And you can't do that. It's impossible. The reason why it's impossible, because it's beyond our human beingness. This is not a human experience, but it's a spiritual experience coming down to the level of my humanness, if I'm explaining that correctly. But a twin flame does exist. I have to tell you, it really does. And I know, based on the things that I've heard, twin flame, I kind of resonated with that experience, because a twin flame in itself It's like the two people, like Adam and Eve getting together, blah, blah. They haven't seen each other in a while. You see each other again, and it's like psh, fireworks. And literally, it's spiritual fireworks. But those fireworks are essentially the individual inside. Everything that we're going through inside of ourselves is the one that we have to look at, not outside of ourselves. So, essentially, if we romanticize this love connection and we take it to another human level, that's where the pain starts coming in. Because pain is created by our expectations. If that person, he loves me, he should love me, he should want to marry me, he should want to have children with me, he should want to, blah, 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 blah. Well, we tend to, as humans, we tend to want to control the love and put it in a box and create little ribbons around it. But this love is totally, totally different. I mean, it's I would say, universal connection that this is not like that expectation. You meet a guy and you fall in love, he impresses you in one way or another, you feel so elated to be around him, and you can't understand why doesn't want to be there. This is not it. You don't want to judge this, because judgment will come back and bite you. This is more a godsend letting us know as a human race, or as a human being, that there's more to love than meets the eye. We are, if you do meet your twin flame, I believe that as a couple, we are meant to change the world just by that love energy connection that we have. I mean, we could touch each other's fingers and it explode throughout the whole world. You feel the love around that twin flame experience, and it's no joke. And it's not necessarily, oh, kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you can go there. You can go ahead and you can have a relationship. You can probably last forever, but it cannot be based on our status quo, our human belief systems about marriage and about getting together. We could be best friends with this person, but one thing we have to do, we have to go within ourselves and find out, really, really look at ourselves, and maybe take a step back. If we are in pain because that person is not doing what we want them to do, or what they're supposed to do, we need to go back into our human psyche and find out, why is our expectation so high? And why do you think that you deserve this person to be with you 24/7 and get married and all that kind of stuff? Because most of the time, that's not it. Even though love is there, love does not necessarily mean that you have to connect with this person and hold hands and walk into the sunset necessarily. I mean, but if you do walk in the sunset with a twin flame or karmic twin, know that you're going to have to learn unconditional love of self, because whatever comes from outside yourself and you feel that intensity within yourself, you have to go inside and find out why. And then when you find out why, you breathe through it, you accept it, you acknowledge it, and you release it. This is about release. This is about releasing our hold on our beliefs that is so serious. We have to learn how to be free ourselves. And the only way we can free ourselves is to learn how to love ourselves. And to learn how to love ourselves is to learn how to love ourselves through the experience of an awakening process. And that awakening process could involve a twin flame or a karmic relationship. Now, karmic relationships, they say, oh, it's bad. Oh, gosh, bad, run away. You never want to run away from anything. You want to basically face what you're feeling. And when you face what you're feeling, you breathe through your feeling, you accept your feeling, you take that feeling, you hold it dear, and you go through it, and you feel it within yourself. It will release. It will release itself. And then you'll realize outside of yourself, life, the world will start changing around you. Even that karmic twin will start changing. It will start changing into this beautiful prince, probably, or beautiful princess. But then you can't even focus on a beautiful princess, because once you do that, you're putting that belief system out there. Oh, I got a princess now. I got a prince. Well, now you got to go back again and start all over again by removing or releasing the prince mindset, releasing the princess mindset, and just go with love of yourself. The more you love unconditionally your own true self, the more the world will change around you for the better. Now, take this into some consideration that you hear what people say, you know, well, he talked to me like that, and that's abusive, and I deserve better. Well, what do you deserve? What are you looking for? And if you are looking for it, find ways to do that for yourself without expecting it up from someone else outside yourself. Because the more you learn how to unconditionally love yourself, the more you learn how to unconditionally love others. And then when you unconditionally love others, everything they say or do will not affect you. It won't have any profound effect on you like it did before. A karmic relationship exactly is that. It's a karma that comes back to you. Not necessarily, oh, I did a bad thing, now it's going to come back to me, it's going to hurt, oh God, it's karma. No. Karmic relationship in a spiritual sense means love. Love, learning to love yourself as that other person. Just imagine whatever we did in our past, future, present, whatever, that is another person that is doing the same thing, okay? Let's say they're doing the same thing. You didn't like it when you did it. Now this person comes, so how do you learn how to love this person unconditionally? How do you learn how to accept this person unconditionally? Love doesn't mean that, oh, he could just do whatever he wants and slap me around and I'll just love him unconditionally. No. You know, because when you go through a spiritual awakening process and the higher self brings a karmic relationship or a twin flame to you, they can never harm you. They can never harm you physically. It's kind of like what Dolores Cannon said in one of her videos. She said, I think I mentioned this before, that usually a karmic relationship, I would say a karmic relationship, but I think she was saying something else. But she said, usually if you killed somebody in your last life, you get together again in this life, you can't kill each other again. So a karmic relationship, you cannot hurt each other. Your soul will stop you from harming any part of you in a karmic relationship. Trust me. The karmic relationship is just you loving you. It's a mirror of you figuring out how to accept or how to release the pain of whatever you're feeling based on that relationship. So you have to learn how to love yourself with somebody else, so to speak. You don't have to go into get married and go into a relationship. You know, I mean, for me, I feel attached, or not attached, but a connection to a point. But it's not like an attachment. It's actually a detachment. It's actually a love of unconditional. There's no conditions there. You know, except that, you know, whatever I feel good about myself, if it goes beyond that and it changes, like, oh yeah, I'm going to treat you this way. Oh no, I know my boundaries. Trust me. But it's not about your, it's more about your reactions and your feelings and your whatever you're going through from the outside relationship in. So what you want to do is go in to a relationship inside yourself out. And then everything else will resonate. Everything else will come to fruition. And then you find heaven on earth. So it's a challenge to do. It's kind of like bearing your cross in the Bible. You want to bear your cross because sometimes you're going to feel that. You're going to feel that pain. You're going to feel like, oh my God, he's leaving me. Oh my God, I want love. I want to get married. And oh my goodness, he wants somebody else. And blah, blah, blah. You know, we have to go into that and release and let it go. Thank you, and hope you have a great, wonderful day. Namaste.